guys? Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Reinvention Series. And in the first episode, I talked a little bit about, transitioning into the classic physique division. You guys got to see a little bit of what my training looks like. And today I'm just going to briefly talk about how I got into competitive bodybuilding. It's fairly simple. I mean, I was an athlete just like most bodybuilders were at some point in their life. I was a hockey player. I played hockey for 10 years, and after that I really didn't have much else to do, and I still had that competitive nature, that competitive drive, and I was looking for something else to do, and I was always in the gym. Even when I was training for hockey, I was always training at a gym. It wasn't for size, it wasn't for anything that had to do with bodybuilding. It had to do with strength and conditioning for sports-specific type training. That was a natural thing to just lead right into bodybuilding. I remember it vividly. I was at Gold's Gym in Hollywood, Florida, and there was this guy training there, and he was, in my eyes, he was huge. He was huge in my eyes. And he came up to me, and I was training legs, or trying to train legs, and he told me, he's like, "Hey, you have a good physique. You should look into bodybuilding." I'm like, okay. And it kind of turned from an idea into an obsession. I bought every single magazine that I could possibly look for. I bought all the Flex magazines. I bought all the Muscle Mag, Reps magazine, MD. I bought them all. I read everything. Wanted to know everything about bodybuilding, everything about nutrition. I wanted to learn. I entered into my first show when I was 18. It was a natural NGA show. It was here in South Florida. I was a teenager, obviously, and I did the teenage class and an open class, and I placed first. And this is kind of funny. I mean, my parents, my mom's always been very supportive of everything that I do, no matter what. I could be fixing whatever it may be, and I fix phones now, but I could be fixing whatever, and she would support me 100%. My dad is very old school Cuban, and when I go from such a manly sport, from playing hockey and beating guys up and getting my ass beat too, and now I'm wearing a tiny bikini on stage and I'm getting tanned up and oiled up. So you could just imagine what he felt and what he thought, seeing his son, in his room looking at half-naked, jacked-up guys in magazines and saying, "Dad, look at this physique, like, I want to look like this." And he's there looking at me like, oh, shit. So the day that I did my first show and I won 2 first-place trophies, at that point, he accepted it. He accepted the fact that I could possibly have a future and I could possibly be something in the sport, or at least do well in the sport. So from there, I got his support, and I entered multiple shows from there, leading into getting my pro card in 2014 at Nationals. I linked up with Stan McQuay, and I never looked back after that. We went in there, we did damage, I got my pro card, and then I linked up with Muscle Tech. Everything happened so fast in 2014. It was a very exciting year for me. As you guys would know, Muscle Tech, and if you read magazines back in the day, Muscle Tech was #1. They had the best athletes, all the time, the best. And that's who I wanted to be. I wanted to be on the best team. And I got that opportunity, and after I got my pro card, it was a dream come true. So currently, right now, I'm 5 weeks out. Just to give you guys a small update on what my diet and cardio is looking like. Right now, it's a 2-a-days cardio, 30 minutes fasted, 30 minutes post-workout. And my carbs are, about 100 grams right now of carbs. Fats are very low. I mean, I'm taking in maybe 2 egg yolks a day. That would be my fat source. My pre-workout meal, which all my carbs are around training. My pre-workout meal right now is 2 scoops of my Platinum Isoway, which I had told you guys in the first episode that as I get closer to the show, I transition to more of a isolate protein. So this is it. This is what I use. This is the flavor. This is my bottle. This is exactly what I use pre and post workout, 2 scoops. Another product that I'm using right now is also the Vapor X5. This is great for pre-workout. I don't get any jitters. I get nice focus from it. My stomach doesn't hurt from it. And the awesome thing is if you don't have a shaker, it comes with this really awesome funnel. So you actually you open the funnel up, you put the product in there, you close the funnel, and if you just have a water bottle, instead of getting a mess and powder everywhere, you just turn it around, and there you go. There you have it. So X5, this is what I take pre-workout right now. So today, Carlos, aka Pastor Pump, is gonna take me through his iconic, and he's standing right there, his iconic back workout which we've been, working on since I started with him. I would say about maybe 15 to 16 weeks ago already. It seems shorter than that, but it's been that long already. You're gonna see in depth of what I go through during a back training, and again, we're about 5 weeks out, so the intensity is going to still be extremely high, and hopefully my strength is still at the same point that it was about 8 weeks out, when I would say that was about my peak on strength was about 6 to 8 weeks out. And as we go on throughout the training, I'll explain what we're doing and so on and so forth. Short people problems. Yeah, come on. For those that are going to the Arnold Classic, Carlos will be there, I will be there.
Seminar Sunday at 10 a.m.
Sunday 10 a.m. What gym?
TBA.
TBA. Okay, but you will find out.
Follow us on Instagram, you'll find out.
Yeah.
As El Santo does his dumbbell rows, you realize he's not going to failure because he's just prepping for the heavier sets.
I feel like you just have to repeat that over and over again. Like, he's not even doing so many reps on that.
Why did you only do 6 reps? I'm not going heavy yet. And his favorite protein is multi-tech protein. To 15 on this one.
10 to 15?
Oh, really?
Why not? No, there's 12, but
Fucking heavy.
it's not heavy. It's only heavy because nothing heavy here.
There's nothing else that's heavier here.
You can take some place beside you.
You could sit on it.
Good.
Boom.
Put some bands on it.
Put some bands on that bitch.
Let's get it. Come on. Let's go. Squeeze. Come on. Right. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on. Muscular guy, we got the white guy in the blue.
You're two-faced.
It was Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's like, the hell. Let's go 15 here. Let's go. Come on. Keep driving. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good. There we go.
Workout. We did some reverse grip pull downs. And if you saw episode 1, our trend, the way that we're doing the reps are and the sets are very similar. We're working our way up to our heavy set without going to failure. And then we drop back down about, I would say, maybe 15-20% and continue to do high rep set. We started with the reverse. We got into the dumbbell rows. Again, I was talking the last episode about bread and butter movements. That would be a bread and butter movement for back day, dumbbell rows. And later on, you're going to see the rack deadlifts. That's another bread and butter movement that we keep in every single workout for back. Next, we're going to be working on our traps. It's going to be, you're going to see it's a kind of a unique way to hit your traps, and we're going to superset it with, we usually do behind the head pull downs. And we squeeze it in the back almost like if we're trying to mimic a rear double bicep shot. So you'll see what I'm talking about.
He does those, and I just try to get the top of the trap, trying to get all the mid trap all the way through. Let's go.
Since Easter. And have brand new rims and tires on the table. No creo que se empiecen a faltar todo el dueño anterior. Bueno, no. Estoy todavía esperando para que la prueban ponerlo ahí de esa llanta. Si no, allá la están poniendo.
Come on. See this right here? This is why you don't mix sweat and hair gel together. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You're longer than you were made, so you got it. Come on.
If you don't know what your nickname is, then there's no honor in that.
It'll come around.
See, you got past the fun, so I mean that's from all time. That's gonna be yours. I need to think of something cool like the Cuban Missile Crisis. I don't know.
We got it.
Some shit like that.
El Santo.
It goes back to El Santo again.
I think that black rose on the face, you know?
See, people can relate. Okay, Cuban Bissell. Okay, but what the hell is an El Santo? El Santero. They had a drink. We got a couple people at Flex Appeal here that are getting ready for the Arnold. Gio being one of them. He also promotes a show here in Miami called the Muscle Beach Classic. We got some champions in here. I'm not looking at you.
You should, man.
What happens when you're extremely short? Some machines just don't agree with you, and you have to like makeshift some platforms and stuff. Jose knows what I'm talking about.
Come on, that flat chest up. Right there.
appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully you guys continue to follow my journey going into my first Classic Physique show of the year. If you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content and information, please subscribe, like, and comment. Peace.